Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Queen Naomi is alleged to have worked tirelessly to protect the image of her husband as Ebony allegedly created unpleasant scene with Dr. Lizzy at OYOTUNJI African village in the United States of America. Now, if this information we are getting is the truth, as you know that I am not there, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. We got a report that soon after Oba Ade Fumi II passed on in the United States, South Carolina, in America, the Ooni of Ife delegated Dr. Elizabeth and Queen Naomi to go pay a condolence visit as, the royal father of the Odua race across the globe, right there in the USA. And these two wives were flown to OYOTUNJI community to pay a condolence visit. And because, of course, you do know that Ooni of Ife comes with a lot of crowd, and anything that represents the Ooni of Ife is, of course, well celebrated. They said the people in OYOTUNJI community, even the royal family, were expecting them. They made preparations for them and all of that. But we also heard that Auntie Ebony had made arrangement to go, even though the Ooni of Ife said, no, I rebuke you. I do not want you to go. I don't want you to. You're going on what grounds? Are you representing me? Ebony said, no. Now she is going because she needs to go, that she is also friends with the royal family. And they said she left. And Ooni of Ife was, very, very upset, irritated over the fact that she left. But upon getting to OYOTUNJI, where Olori Naomi and Lizzy were trying to settle in to see how they can, run with what the reason why they got there. They said Ebony started creating a lot of scenes with them, that it was right there in OYOTUNJI community that she thought was the best place to express her displeasure over Dr. Lizzy's behavior towards her. And you do know that the reason why she had focused on Dr. Lizzy happens to be that she knows very well that there are certain things she will not do with Olori Naomi, because when it comes back to the Ooni of Ife, it was going to make things worse for her. And they said she engaged Dr. Lizzy on very unpleasant, talks, and she was very apprehensive all the time. And she was going back and forth, trying to show herself, trying to act as though she was representing the monarch who had not sent her to go there, even though the monarch had rebuked her from going there in the first place. It is indeed said that envy and jealousy stem from the fundamental inability to rejoice at someone else's happiness or success. Now, from the very beginning, this whole drama started from envy. When Olori Naomi was picked in 2015 to be wife to the Ooni of Ife, a lot of people never ever thought that Naomi, a young preacher from, that kind of background, like their own definition, they define her background as a background without pedigree. They had thought that it would be royalty the entire time. They had thought that Ooni would want something bigger and better, because at that time, Naomi had not even gone through her university education. They judged based on that. But sometimes I wonder, who are these people who do not understand that love does not see university education? Love does not see pedigree. Love sees the heart and the soul. And, that is all love sees. And Ooni of Ife has found, I like to put it this way, that Olori Naomi has found favor in the eyes of the Ooni of Ife, and God has already blessed Olori Naomi with that golden egg, which is Tadenikawo. And people should understand that there is nothing, nobody, there's nothing anybody can do to take away all of this from Olori Naomi, because these are blessings from God. And for everything that has happened, the fight that Ooni of Ife has put on to ensure that Naomi stays with him should tell you that this relationship has got a very deep spiritual undertone. Ooni is a very spiritual person. They have talked about a lot of things, reincarnation and all of that, even though a lot of us cannot really make out what it's, but there's something that is very huge. There's something that is very thick holding the love between Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. And no matter how much your envy wants to drive you, it may never make an impact on this two. So they say right there in OYOTUNJI, Olori Naomi did not rest, that she worked tirelessly trying to protect the image of the Ooni of Ife by shielding, Dr. Lizzy from, Ebony from having issues with Dr. Lizzy. That for the entire time that they were right there in South Carolina, but like they were in, from what we are hearing, they said there's this woman who is based in South Carolina, a Yoruba woman, a very big business woman who is friends to the royal family, that's the Ooni of Ife. Now, when they got there, they were supposed to be in a hotel, but the woman would not let them, okay? The woman is very close to Reverend Esther Ajay, and they said that from when they got to South Carolina, the convoy that picked them up from the airport and everything to welcome them, the woman now took them to her own place right there in South Carolina. It was from there that, of course, they'll go to the OYOTUNJI village and everything. And it does seem as if Ebony was staying right there in OYOTUNJI. So, she is Yoruba, and of course, she knows how to do the traditional thing, enter people and all of that. And she had gathered everybody on her side before she got there. And so when Dr. Lizzy will want to pass, she will be, throwing shades at Lizzy. Throwing shades here, throwing shade there, where they converge to do some traditional rite for the king, because the king has not yet been buried. She was there, Money was there, Queen Naomi was there, Dr. Lizzy was there, and Ebony was busy throwing shade and all of that. And the entire time, they said what Queen Naomi was doing was to, shield Dr. Lizzy, and also ensure that these are not blown out of proportion, like ensuring that people don't get to know what is going on and all of that. And everybody was just trying to scatter it. Like for her, she wanted the fight. She was thinking that Dr. Lizzy would be in that disposition where there will be a physical altercation, and that the media will pack and all of that. But the entire time they said Naomi was working so hard shielding Dr. Lizzy, carrying Dr. Lizzy and moving up and down, and that it was a work, like it was so much as we are hearing. If this information is true, do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored and speculated information making the rounds on social media. Do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Neither am I related to the monarch. I'm just a blogger and I get an information. I reenact it and post it here. And that's why I'll say to my daily right that whatever information you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the sources still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. Happy new week to you. May God bless you. May God make his face shine upon you. This week is going to be a blessed week. Your expectations will all come to pass in the mighty name of Jesus. They said the entire week that it was very cumbersome for Olori Naomi, as Olori Naomi kept trying to shield, trying to protect, trying to, make sure the image of her lovely husband is not brought to disrepute anymore, because it's been so much for the Ooni of Ife the entire couple of months. And unfortunately, people are beginning to realize that this whole thing is starting from those who are closest to him. Just they are politicking to ensure that Olori Naomi doesn't get back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.